Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew. Get you a bottle of Mountain Dew. Grab some dew or you're screwed. Get your Mountain Dew. Down, down. And with that little jingle, you know what that means. It's the Mountain Dew Southern 500 today at Darlington, South Carolina. The track too tough to tame. The 1.366 mile egg-shaped oval is our next stop on the tour. And should be a good race here today at Darlington. The pole speed 175 miles per hour on this racetrack. And on the pole, the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet Lumina for, I believe, for second pole in a row. It's Joshua Collard on the pole. Let's see if he has a better look at Darlington than he did at Bristol, the last race on the tour. Excuse me. 66 car Joshua Balkins alongside the winner at Riverside. Charlie Rodriguez, that's the inside row number 2. And he'll be along in the Valvoline Pontiac number 75. And the winner at Michigan, the Pure Michigan 400, the Quaker State Buick of Stephanie Naylor, car number 26. Row number 3 has Michael Norman, number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile, and another Oldsmobile alongside the Skull Crown Machine of Henrietta Fitzwater, car 55. Then it's Dylan Poteet, number 3 in points coming in, and he's in the inside row number 4, and alongside of him, the number 43 of Mike Becker, the STP Pontiac, car 43, the King Richard Petty colors. Dalton Day has the inside row number 5, then a Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile, car number 20, and alongside of him, another Oldsmobile. It's the 14 Copenhagen machine of A.J. Foyt, driven by Grant Thomas.
Drivers, start your engine!
And the command has been given to fire the engines. Inside row number 6 has the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac of Dylan Young. Still looking for that first Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. He'll be flanked by the Jeff Gordon colors. It's Cole Dally. And number 24 DuPont Chevy Lumina. Trent Dunham has the inside of the next row here. He is currently 13th in standings coming in. He's been sliding back a little bit. The Skull Classic Oldsmobile car number 1, looking for his luck to turn around. He'll be flanked by Kyle Matthews in car number 42, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. And what a view here at Darlington, South Carolina. The fans on their feet. Pace car on the pit road, the oldest race on the NASCAR series, as the green flag waves, and boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls. And it's Joshua Collard taking the lead on the break in the turn number 1, the number 4 Kodak Film Chevy Lumina. That's a 91 Lumina he's driving. Been a very good car to Collard this season, though he's had a lot of bad luck in some of the races he's been running good in. Looking to get his first win of the season, 12. He had the win at He had 2 wins last season at Michigan and Talladega last season, but this season has not been good to Collard. If anything, kind of so-so to some extent. Joshua Balkin in second position, a pair of Joshuas on the front 2 spots. But Charlie Rodriguez trying to change that, number 75, along with Michael Norman, who's had some pretty good luck recently. A few top 10 runs here and there, a couple of top 5s. Dylan Poteet, he's currently 3rd in standings coming in, and number 31, Mom and Pop's Chevy Lumina. 3 wins so far. He went 2 in a row at Texas and Martinsville early in the season, and then pulled off a win at Richmond, where we'll head into next on the schedule for the Federated, I forgot what, I haven't decided the name for that race just yet. Poteet running in the 5th position, 6th position now is Dalton Day, 7th is Dylan Young, 8th Stephanie Naylor, 9th Trent Dunham, looking to turn his luck around. We told you he was top 10. He was in the top 5 in the points for a while this season. Then has slid back to 13th. Here, Mr. Sega himself here, I guess you might say, number 1 Skull Classic Ford. Number 1, the reason why the number 1, of course, the big Jamie McMurray fan himself. And behind him, a fellow Texan, Chris Dollarton, car number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevy, or Oldsmobile rather. He runs in 10th position, and with Henrietta Fitzwater right behind, and we got a log jam there. Charlie Rodriguez up high, and so is Joshua Collard, and he loses the lead now to Joshua Balkin. Michael Norman is in second position now. Collard holds the third, but here comes Poteet and Dalton Day. And now Rodriguez stuck up high in the 75 car. Naylor goes by, Dunham goes by, as well as Chris Darton and Henrietta Fitzwater in the 55 car. Ian Dutta right now runs in the 11th spot at the moment. Or, no, 12th position, make that. Mike Becker about to go inside for that spot, and now he takes 11th from Henrietta Fitzwater, as now Henrietta goes up high. Mike Becker right behind, William Duncan, Preston Plord in the 18. Kyle Sosnowski in the 7 car, one of the comeback drivers in the series this season. 21 car of Austin Tully, the winner of the first Pocono event. Keith Batson, car 28, he runs in 18th. He's 4th in points coming in, and after a bad luck he had at Bristol, it looked like he was on his way to a solid run there, and then got taken out on the restart while leading as his wife Ann Batson goes by. Ann, meanwhile, has broke through with a couple of wins this season, as she won at New Hampshire and again at the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. She had 2 last season at Las Vegas and again in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona in season 11. But for Ann Batson, rather, looks pretty good right now, as she's now moving her way through the field, now getting behind Henrietta Fitzwater in the 55 and being shoved by Grant Thomas in the 14. A lot of shuffling that happens at Darlington, South Carolina. Batson still at the track now. Kyle Matthews is in his clutches now. Johnny Gardner in the number 11 car, right behind. Pair of points contenders going at it here. Jessica Shelton getting by Sean Galligan in 17. Shelton in the 9 car, the winner at Watkins Glen this season. Galligan, the winner of the first Michigan event. Shelton right now currently clocked in the 27th spot. Speaking of 27, there's Arnold Columbia right behind in car 27. Brian Judge in 71 right now is in 5th position in the points, rather. But 29th in the race, there's 26 Cole Daly, who's had a miserable season this season. Same with Charles Jackson Mayonnaise in the 5 car. But these drivers hoping to make some progress through the field here. We're still early on. 11 of 37 in the books, 26 remaining at Darlington. Joshua Osborne, the winner of the second Pocono event. He almost pulled off another one at Michigan, almost did. And he right now sits 16th in points right now, as now Charles Jackson dips low the track, and now here comes Cole Daly and Jessica Shelton. They hope they can hook up and go by Charles Jackson. They now doing so with Keith Batson. Batson's still sliding back. Cannot seem to find the inside groove. And I'm sure Keith right now talking like Kurt Busch on the radio, I'm sure, but Jeremy Doobie way up high there. Zachary Fitzwater, Daytona 500 champ. Seth Cullers, another name who's not had a great season. He's not even had a good season so far in a 52 car. The president of the NSCRA runs right now in 36th position. Right now, Zed Weinstein, another one not having a good year, or not having a good race rather. In 37, Weinstein's been so-so this season. Meantime, Joshua Collard now takes the lead back. And Dalton Day, who was running second, now gets passed by another Joshua Balkin. 70 now up to the 4th position. Trent Dunham in 5th. 6th is Chris Dalton. 7th, Dylan Young. 8th is Michael Norman. Mike Becker now in 9th position. 10th right now is Austin Talley. Dylan Potey, who was up in the top 10, now drops to 13th spot. And Kev Shearer, a lap car now, and now here comes Dalton Day for the lead. He's got it. Does he keep it? No. Collard's going to go back on the outside, and he's going to take the spot back, and he'll lead the lap. That's what happens sometimes at Darlington. You get up in a hot. Looks like you lost a race, and then you come back on the outside. You get the momentum from the outside lane, and it can give you more. And it can give you more speed at the straightaway, as opposed to if you're running to the inside lane of the track. And that's what happened to Joshua Collard. And of course now Collard slid back. Dalton Day takes the lead now, as we're almost halfway through the event. 17 of 37 in the books, 20 laps remaining. Long race at Darlington, South Carolina, that is for sure. The egg-shaped oval, 1.366 miles. Now Trent Dunham shows his muscle on the inside lane. And you're on board with Trent Dunham in car number 1. Look at that front bumper cam from Dunham's car. Look at that view. You actually see what reads on the license plate of the number 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac. It says pump up on the license plate part of the car, and Trent's doing that to his car right now. And thus far, Dunham looking pretty strong at the moment. Third spot at the moment right now. He almost got by Joshua Balkin. Meanwhile, Austin Talley and Joshua Collard having a battle right now, as the shuffling continues at the among this pack of cars. William Duncan now gets by. 70 Nailers up there in the 26 car, and all problems on the back stretch, or front stretch, I should say. It's Brody Talley, car 6, who's spun, and into the wall he goes. And so we've been caution free for the first half of the event. And Kev Shearer got into the wall going in the third and fourth turns. Zed Weinstein just now goes by, and Shearer just drives right into Austin Talley, or Brody Talley rather. I say Brody and Kev's going to have some words over this one. And into the wall goes Brody Talley, and then just spins around. So with that said, we're about to get the restart here on lap number 26 of this event. So we'll have 12 laps remaining in the Mountain Dew Southern 500. Dalton Day currently this event. He's looking for a second winner of the season. So too is Joshua Balkin. Dalton winner of the first Michigan event. Balkin, who won the Riverside race. Trent Dunham looking for his first of the season. So too is Chris Dalton and another second win looker is Austin Talley, who won the first Pocono event. Joshua Balkin staying on the back of Dalton Day. He hasn't missed a step. And now here comes Trent Dunham, car number 1 on the inside of Joshua Balkin. He moves Balkin up the track. And Dunham looking to take second spot away. He unsuccessfully did so the last time, and he unsuccessfully does so this time by. Balkin appears to have a lot of muscle under the hood of that 66 car. But Trent, and along with Chris Darlington's not giving up. Diener's Brody, Austin Talley, and Joshua Collard. Meantime, Dalton Day coming down for 10 laps to go here at the Mountain Dew Southern 500. Oldsmobile in first, Pontiac in second, Ford in third, Oldsmobile in fourth, and Ford in fifth. The leading Chevy is Joshua Collard in the sixth position, the pole sitter for the event. Led a few laps. And here comes Dunham on the inside again. Let's see if he successfully completes the pass this time against Joshua Balkin. And doesn't look like so that time. Balkin just has the like we explained earlier, the outside lane. Coming out of turn 4 gives you more straightaway speed as opposed to if you were on the inside. That might be an advantage. But I say Balkin's car is so strong, I think he can run any side of the track, the high side, low side, whichever. But meantime, it's letting William Duncan now in the mix there. And here comes Chris Thornton, car 33. He shoves Dunham up high. And he's going to take the spot away from Dunham. And I think that's where you need to make the pass right there is in turn 1. And now Dunham and Collard are both hung out to dry. And that's a term you actually hear a lot of in the plate tracks of Daytona and Talladega, but not at Darlington. In this case, you're getting hung up in the dry at Darlington as well. 7 laps remaining. Can Dalton Day hold them all off? Joshua Balkin stalking like a vulture right behind. Chris Darlington, Balkin doesn't know what Chris Darlington's going to do back there. If he could play the role of spoiler or not. William Duncan was in 4th position. 5th is Trent Dunham. He's now caught up out of the high side jam. 70 in 6th position. 7th right now is Austin Talley. 8th, Henrietta Fitzwater. 9th, Ian Dutta. In 10th position is Dylan Poteet. And now Dunham caught on the high side once again. Look and see where some of the notables that are running right now. There's Dylan Young in 19th position. Jessica Shelton's 18th at the moment. Cole Daly 17th, 16th. Charles Jackson. Preston Plord stuck up high as well as Henrietta Fitzwater. Michael Norman making his way up through the field back again. Back to the leaders. 4 laps remaining for Dalton Day. Does he hold them all off? Joshua Balkin, I suspect, is trying to make his move. We're going to try to wait for his move. He's on the inside out of turn number 2. Here comes Balkin. He's got it. Joshua Balkin takes the lead. In turn number 3 he comes. Now what's Chris Dalton going to do? And yep, he and Dalton Day's going to get the battling back there. Joshua Balkin's liking this. Balkin knows now he's got 3 laps to go. And Dalton Day, again, looks like screwed out of a possible victory. Two laps to go now. Joshua Balkin, who won earlier this season at Riverside, looks for a second one of the season. Chris Dalton looking for his first. William Duncan now, he's on the inside. He's looking for his second of the season. Now what's he gonna do? He's up on the. Now what's Duncan gonna do on Balkin? I think Duncan's a bit too far back as the white flag waves. He's got 1 lap remaining to try to catch Joshua Balkin, but I don't think it's going to happen as they go into turn number 1. Joshua Balkin bided his time the whole time. And finally, when it came time to make the pass, he did so successfully. and is on his way to a second win in the Castrol GTX Cup Series season for season 12. Off at turn number 4, the Mountain Dew Southern 500 belongs to Joshua Balkin. He wins at Darlington. Second goes to William Duncan. Third, Chris Dalton. Fourth, Stephanie Naylor. And a heartbreaking fifth to Dalton Day, who led for most of the race and then had it all fall down in the final 3 laps. A good point stay nonetheless, but that's a little consolation, I guess you might say, for Dalton Day. But I'll tell you, if William Duncan had about a couple more laps, he might have had something for Joshua Balkin, though. Sixth position will go to Austin Talley. Dylan Poteet was 7th. 8th is Trent Dunham. 9th, Joshua Collard. And 10th position will go to Michael Norman. Then Kyle Matthews, Charles Jackson, Preston Plord, Mike Becker, Cole Daly, Ian Dutta, Jessica Shelton, Dylan Young, Henrietta Fitzwater, and Jordan Newman finishes in the top 20. And on down to the rest of the runners in the points chase. Here, Brian Judge, another bad run here. He came in this race 5th in the standings. Another bad run. Keith Batson, 4th in points. He finishes in 37th. So, Sean Galligan comes home 26th. He was championship leader coming into Darlington. But for Joshua Balkin, he gets the big win today at Darlington, South Carolina, as we head to Richmond International Raceway. And look at the points. 15 from 1st to 3rd. Poteet is now the points leader coming out of Darlington. Jessica Shelton is in 2nd position. 3rd is Sean Galligan. 4 points between Shelton and Galligan. 11 from 1st to 2nd and 15 from 1st to 3rd. And they're starting to pull away now from 4th in points. Keith Batson. William Duncan now the leading rookie in 5th position. Johnny Gardner, Kyle Matthews, Brian Judge, Arnold Columbia, and Trent Dunham now climbs back in the top 10. Joshua Collard is now 20th in the standings coming out of Darlington. And there's the rest of where you're at in the points as we head to Darlington, South Carolina. Actually, we're coming out of Darlington, South Carolina, excuse me. Richmond is the next stop on the tour for the Toyota Camry 400. Don't miss it.